Hello everyone, I'm Cheryl Phillips, Data Science and Business Analyst Intern at the Sparks Foundation. So the task 3 was to perform an exploratory data analysis on the dataset sample superstore. And the main objective is here to find the weak areas so that we can increase the profit. So firstly, I imported the required libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Seaborn, Matplotlib and imported the warning. Then moving on further, I created data frame. As I'm using Google Colab, I saved my dataset in my drive and called for df.head that calls for the first 5 observations of the dataset and df.tail for last 5 observations of the dataset. Then moving on further to the data pre-processing. So in order to check for the dimensions of the dataset, I call for df.shape in which it shows that there's 9,994 observations and 13 variables. Now the different types of data types are object, integer, float. Then I call for df.information. It shows basic information of each of the values in the data set. Then df.describe is basically a summary statistics which shows the mean, the standard deviation, the count, min, maximum. So describe function shows the continuous variables in the data set. And as you notice in sales and profit, the difference between the 75 and the maximum is quite high, which indicates there exists outliers in the data set. And this only shows the continuous variables. So in order to see the categorical variables, I called include all. So here you can see all the variables. Then these are for number of unique values exist in each of the observations. Moving on to check if there are null values, I call df.isNull.sum. As you see, there's no null values, so it's good. Then moving on, there was duplicated values in the dataset. There was almost 17 duplicated values, so I dropped those duplicates. And then as you notice, your postal code is not a necessary column, so I dropped it by df.drop. And then now moving on to the main task is the exploratory data analysis. So first I visualize the data set as a whole using the pair plot. So this is basically there are some scatter plots, there are some bar plots. And then moving on, finding the pairwise correlation between the columns and visualizing using heat map. So as you see, the lighter the color, the positive the correlation, the darker the color, the negative the correlation. So as you notice, discount and profit has negative high correlation, and here sales and profit as kind of positive high correlation, and rest accordingly. Then correlation matrix and heat map. So this is basically a different way of with a different color. So heat maps are basically useful to visualize the magnitude of relationship between the multiple variables using the correlation matrix. So pairs which show high correlation is basically between minus 0.75 to plus 0.75 and it should be considered, and we can eliminate one variable out of the pair leading to feature selection. So the values close to 1 have high positive correlation, that is the darkest green, and values close to minus 1, that is the darkest red, has high negative correlation, and close to 0 is the light color where there is no correlation. So this is basically correlation between all the variables. Then moving on to visualizing the categories. Okay, so there is office supply, furniture, technology, all these are the sales, and if you see office supply has the maximum sales. Then further bar plot of the category profit versus sales. Now if you notice, all the sales are high in each of the category, but the profit is least for furniture and highest for technology. So in order to uh, so we have to focus on increasing more of the profit of technology here rather than that of furniture. Then checking the profit and loss in the dataset with subcategories. So these are basically subcategories, the profit and loss, and here the sales. Then further moving on, visualizing the discount. Now coming to the distribution, comparing the distribution plot between sales, profit, discount and quantity. So as you notice in the sales, it is basically a right skewed distribution, and in profit it is a normal skewed distribution. Then visualizing the sales was profit in different regions. So as you notice here in the region, East and West has the maximum sales as compared to that of Central and South. So we should try to increase the profit of East and West. Now, visualizing the sales was profit in different states. So these are the top 10 states. It is shown that the total sales is high for California and New York than that of the other states. Lastly, checking the interdependence of sales, profits and discounts. So the graph given gives an observation that if we increase the discount on the products, the sales will increase but the profits will still decrease. And lastly, I would like to conclude this EDA by pointing out the weak area so that we can make out the profit. So we should limit sales of furniture and focus on increasing the technology category product as it will generate maximum profit. Then the office supply as furniture has very less profit as compared to the sales. Then the mode of shipping does not affect much to the sales. Then considering the subcategories, it generates maximum loss. Sales of tables should be minimized and should increase sales in the East as it gives out more profit. Lastly, we should concentrate on improving the sales of states like New York, California so that we can make more profits. Thank you.